everybody, welcome back to MACkiteboarding Wing Wednesdays. Today I'm going to talk with you about the Cabrinha Mantis V2, new Mantis for 2022. And let me tell you, this new Mantis is more than just new colors and graphics, so we're really excited about it. See the progression of this model, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. So if you're interested in that, hang around with us. And even if you're not, hang around with us. Give us a thumbs up anyway if you have nothing else to do. So yeah, hang out. Let's take a look at the Cabrinha Mantis V2, give you some of the features, benefits, and a bit of my review after riding it for a while. So here it is, Cabrinha Mantis version 2 for 2022. Just kind of looking at it, it almost just looks like the same Mantis, but there are some crucial changes that really make this a next level winging machine, and has really, impressed me after riding it for a while now. So you can see we've got some different graphics, kind of similar colorway. Definitely have a bigger strut this year, slightly bigger leading edge through the middle, mostly just to increase that stiffness. But for me personally, I think the biggest changes, or the biggest change for me, is they've added more dihedral in the wing shape. It's not as flat, and they've twisted up the wingtips a little bit, and then they've added a little bit more foil section up in the front of the wing. And all of that just gives the wing a bit more power, even more balance in the surf, and more clearance when you're pumping the wing. So it just makes it, next level good. Gives it more grunt, better ability in the low end, and as I mentioned, improved surfing characteristics. And the Mantis V1 was a phenomenal surf wing. This one's just that much better. Some other things that they've added are harness line attachment points here. They've improved the handles. They're a little bit more ergonomic this year. They're definitely stronger and more rigid. So these things are rock solid. I mean, it is a direct connection to that big, thick strut to really give you the maximum rigidity in your frame and response into the canopy, which is exactly what you're after. They do make a version with the windows and without. I've been testing these windows in frigid temps here in Michigan. It's late December right now, and as you can tell, they're holding up great. It's that softer kind of material, so no issues there. And I mean, it's cold today. It's 30 degrees out, and you can tell it's still fairly pliable. So that's really nice for those cold weather folks to not have to worry about cracking in the windows. All right. So those are some changes. I'm going to go through some of the cool features on this wing and give you my review real quick. Starting from the top down, we have a nice surf handle here. It is really rigid. I can't even bend it. It's got a nice kind of almost fleecy pad here, so you're not rubbing your knuckles on the Dacron. That's nice. Got a nice removable leash connection here. Solid leash, good length. It's a quick disconnect from your leash cuff if you want to use it on a different leash cuff or a wrist cuff or onto a harness. It's really easy to connect with that or disconnect. This cuff is a bit small for me. It's a common complaint I have. I mean, that's pretty small. I can get it around my wrist okay if it's just a bare wrist, but if I'm using a wetsuit, especially a wetsuit with gloves, it's just not enough contact, I would say, to really trust it. So I tend to put it on my harness and connect to the waist if I'm using a wetsuit, especially if I'm using gloves. If you're somebody that likes to attach to the waist and you also use a glove or a thick wetsuit, I'd suggest buying a different cuff that has a couple of inches of contact so that you can use it without losing your wing. The inflation is a classic Boston style Cabrinha valve. reliable, no adapter needed. You just plug the hose on. It is a one pump system with a hose here. There is not a clamp, so you cannot isolate the boom from the leading edge. It pumps up it all in one. It dumps out the hose through the main inflation valve. There's no dump valve on this. The handles, as I mentioned previously, are really ergonomic this year. They're almost kind of triangular, so it's real easy to fingertip it. It's really solid. So you can move your hand anywhere on this without any resistance. And the shape is almost triangular, so it's not moving back and forth. There's like no play. And the same for the back handle, so really stoked on that. I mentioned there is harness line attachment points. This is not included with the wing. So if you want to ride with a harness line, make sure you have one or you buy one. That works really great. I mentioned we have redesigned windows this year. They're a little bit longer into the wingtip here, so you get some better view. And it's also not too deep into the canopy, so you can still fold this up nice and compact and fit it into a small bag. No problem. They also have a non-window version if you're after something a little lighter weight or just don't need the windows. And this is the bag. It kind of comes with like this duffel style bag. I call it a mom purse bag. And it's oversized, so it's easy to dump all your gear in there, fit your wing in there. It kind of rolls up and secures like a duffel bag and has these big straps. So I love this bag. It's simple, it's lightweight, and it can carry more than just the wing. It's easy to dump the wing in there and go quickly, but you can also fit 2, maybe even 3 wings in this bag, no problem, or what other gear you want to bring down with you to the beach. So really thoughtful bag. You know, it's simple, but it's so useful. I think it's awesome design, and it's a nice bag without adding $100 to the cost to have like this full-framed backpacking menace of a bag that weighs 10 pounds. So really stoked on the bag, as stupid as that is. I mean, it's so trivial, but it's cool when you have a nice bag and it's something different than what everybody else is doing. So I think Cabrinha, you know, is really trying to think out of the box in every level of their new wings, and it's really encouraging to see, you know, that thinking out of the box and creative problem solving just to help your everyday experience be that much better. So that's that. This is the Mantis V2. Awesome wing, one of the best surf wings on the market right now, I would say, and huge improvements for V2. V1 was an insane wing, so good, and the price on that wing was unmatched. But stepping into 2022, higher price, higher performance, ready to go, A-okay. So this has been Tucker with MACkiteboarding, and we'll see you next Wing Wednesdays.